चैतन्य चंद्राय नमो नमस्ते चैतन्य चंद्राय नमो चैतन्य चंद्राय नमो नमस्ते चैतन्य चंद्राय नमो चैतन्य चरितामृत आदि लीला सप्तम परिच्छेद 33 এই মত প্রতি সূত্রে সহজার্থ ছাড়িয়া গৌণার্থ ব্যাখ্যা করে কল্পনা করিয়া এই মতে প্রতিশ্রুতে করে নদূষণ শুনি চমৎকার হইল সন্ন্যাসীর শুনি চমৎকার হইল সন্ন্যাসীর সকল সন্ন্যাসী কহে শুন শ্রীপাদ তুমি যে খণ্ডিলে অর্থ এ নহে বিবাদ তুমি যে খণ্ডিলে অর্থ এ নহে বিবাদ আচার্য কল্পিত অর্থ ইহা শোভে জানি সম্প্রদায় অনুরোধে তবু তাহা মানি সম্প্রদায় অনুরোধে তবু তাহা মানি মুখ্যার্থ ব্যাখ্যা করো দেখি তোমার বলো মুখ্যার্থে লাগাল প্রভু সূত্র সকল এই মত প্রতিসূত্রে সহজার্থ ছাড়িয়া গৌণার্থ ব্যাখ্যা করে কল্পনা করিয়া। Translation: Mahabad school, giving up the real, easily understood meaning of Vedic literature, has introduced indirect meanings based on their imaginative powers to prove their philosophy. Purport by Srila Prabhupada. Unfortunately, this Sankarite interpretation has covered almost the entire world. Therefore, there is a great need to prevent the original, easily understood natural import of Vedic literature. We have therefore begun by presenting Bhagavad Gita as it is, and we propose to present all the Vedic literature in terms of the direct meaning of its words. এই মতে প্রতিসূত্রে করেন দূষণ, শুনি চমৎকার হইল সন্ন্যাসীর বণ। When Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu thus sought for each and every sutra the defects in Shankaracharya's explanations, all the assembled Mayavadi sannyasis were struck with wonder. সকল সন্ন্যাসী কহে, শুনো শ্রীপাদ, তুমি যে খণ্ডিল অর্থ এন হে বিবাদ। All the Mayavadi sannyasis said, Your Holiness, kindly know from us that we actually have no quarrel with your refutation of these meanings, for you have given a clear understanding of the sutras. আচার্য কল্পিত অত্র ইহা সবে জানি, সম্প্রদায় অনুরোধে তবু তাহা মানি। We know that all this word jugglery springs from the imagination of Shankaracharya, and yet, because we belong to his sect, we accept it, although it doesn't satisfy us. মুখ্যার্থ ব্যাখ্যা করো দেখি তোমার বড়, মুখ্যার্থে লগাল প্রভু সূত্র সকল। Now let us see the Mayavadi sannyasis continued, how well you can describe these sutras in terms of the direct meaning. Hearing this, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu began his direct explanation of the Vedanta Sutra. Swata pramana veda pramana siromani, lakkhana karile swata pramanata hani. The self-evident Vedic literatures are the highest evidence of all, but if these literatures are interpreted, their self-evident nature is lost. Kashire Sriman Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, English. You should understand Sriman Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Srila Rupa Goswami has offered this pranam mantra for Srila Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Nama Mahavadanyaya Krishna Prem Pradayati Krishna Krishna Chaitanya Namni Gaurutvishe Namaha. I pay my obeisances to that Krishna Chaitanya, Sri Krishna Chaitanya, who is Krishna himself. Krishna Chaitanya Namni. Krishna is known as Krishna Chaitanya. I pay my obeisance to him, who is most munificent incarnation. Why? Krishna Prema Pradayate. He is freely giving us Krishna Prem, freely distributing indiscriminately without discrimination. Krishna Prem. Even Krishna has not given Prem. Krishna has innumerable incarnations. No incarnation has given Prem. When that Krishna came as Gauranga Mahaprabhu, Bhakta Avatar, Bhakta Bhav, assuming, accepting Bhakta Bhav when he came, he freely distributed this Krishna Prem. Therefore, Srila Rupa Goswami says, most munificent incarnation. Avataro saro, Gora Avataro, Kenona Bhojilu Tari. Kori nire baso nagala piaso, apuna koromo, fire. Sodu? Tabre? Bolo, janchu. Aau kochu ki. You are amidst the water everywhere, but there is not a drop to drink. You are so much thirsty. You are amidst the water, but your thirst is not quenched. You cannot get a drop to quench your thirst. Kari nire baso nangala piaso. Apona koromo phire. isn't it? You are such an unfortunate fellow. You are living in the water, amidst water, but you are dying out of thirst. You cannot get a drop to quench your thirst. Do you understand me, what I say? Huh? It's an unfortunate fellow. You are living in the water, midst water. Kari nire vaso na galo piyas. Apona koro mukhle. But you cannot quench your thirst. Cannot get a drop. Water everywhere. There is not a drop to drink. There is one poem in English. This is a quotation from English poem. Yes, also. I quote it. This is not Vaishnava. Anything. But here it is said. Kari nire vaso na galo piyas. It is your misfortune. You are such an unfortunate fellow. You understand? Such an unfortunate fellow. You have such misfortune that living inside water, you cannot get a drop to quench your thirst. So Mahaprabhu, Sriman Mahaprabhu is distributing freely Krishna Prem. He never considers whether one is eligible or not eligible, qualified or not qualified. Never. Never discriminates. Indiscriminately distributing. But you are such a fool, you are so unfortunate, you cannot get it. You cannot get it. Isn't it? That is stated here. So Sriman Mahaprabhu flooded the whole world with the inundation of prem. Prem Banya, inundation of prem. He flooded the whole world. Stri Bruddha Balako Juba, Sokoli Dubai. Sajjana, Durjana, Panga, Jada, Andogon. Do you understand? Prema Banya, what is that? Uchchilla Prema Banya, Chaudige Bedai. Uchchilla Prema Banya, Chaudige Bedai. Stri Bruddha Balaka Juba, Sokali Dubai. Sajjana, Durjana, Pangu, Andagan. Sokali Dubai. Jagat Dubai. Do you understand? Gopinath. Mahaprabhu came and he flooded the whole world with the inundation of Prem Banya. Do you understand? And all are immersed. Do you understand? Stri Bruddha Balaka Juba. They flood. That flood inundated whole world in all directions. Man, woman, old man, young man, boy, isn't it? All immersed in it. You understand? So call it Bhakti. Sajjana, Durjana, good man, bad man, cripple, blind man, all. You understand? All are immersed in that inundation of love. Do you understand? But Adham Podua Pasondi. Do you understand? Those who are Pasondis, those who are Adham Podwas means those who are running after this material education, Jod Vidya, Odham Podwas. Huh? But they are running away. Oh, flood is coming. Chalo, chalo, run, run. Flood is coming. Huh? Isn't it? When flood comes, so out of fear all people leave their dwelling places and try to ascend to a elevated place where the flood cannot reach. Similarly, when Mahaprabhu was causing the whole world to be inundated with that flood of love, the Adham Podwas, Pasundis, they are running away. Unfortunate fellows. So, in Sri Chaitanya Chandramrita, Srila Prabhupada Saraswati Pada says, Avatirne Gaurachandre Vistirne Prevasagare Suprakashta Ratna Go Jo Dina Dina Evasaha Avatirne Gaurachandre Vistirne Premasagare Jena Majjanti Te Mahanartha Sagare Prasarita Mahaprema Piyusa Rasa Sagare Chaitanya Chandre Prakate Je Dina Dina Evasaha. Do you understand? It is said like this. So Sriman Mahaprabhu, Gauranga Mahaprabhu came. When Gauranga Mahaprabhu appeared, he introduced this Harinam Sankirtan. Goloker Premadhan Harinam Sankirtan. Ratina Janmila Kenotai. You understand? This Harinam Sankirtan doesn't belong to this material world. It belongs to Golok Dham. You understand? The Golok Premadhan. Doesn't belong to this material world. So when Sri Gaurachandra appeared, he introduced this Harinam Sankirtan. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. He chanted and danced, surrounded with the devotees. Sangha Pangastra Parsadam, isn't it? So by hearing and chanting Shravan Kirtan, if someone hears this and someone chants this, does Kirtan, he will get this frame. Do you understand? So, this is like an unlimited ocean, the Prem Sagar, the ocean of Prem. Do you understand? Unlimited ocean of Prem. Do you understand? So, when Mahaprabhu appeared, he created this ocean. Do you understand? So he made the whole world inundated with this ocean of prem, or this inundation of prem. This is such opportunity came, but those who are very unfortunate fellows, they cannot avail this opportunity. You understand? It is said. Prabhupada Saraswati Bhatt says, Jo dina, dina eva sa. He is offering you, giving you this invaluable asset, prem dhan. Do you understand? This dhan is the asset. This prem is the only asset, prem dhan. Do you understand? And Mahaprabhu is offering you, giving you. And this is an invaluable asset. You cannot evaluate it. Can you evaluate? You cannot evaluate. Invaluable asset. Freely giving you. Do you understand? But you are such a poor and wretched person. You are suffering out of this asset or wealth. Still you are not getting it. You are not accepting it. Huh? It's freely giving, but you are not accepting it. It's such an unfortunate fellow. He says, Dina evasa. He is definitely a very unfortunate bhagya hino. Fourth bhagyo. A very, very unfortunate fellow who never takes this opportunity. You understand? Avails this opportunity. Dina evasa. It is said. Again says, avatinne gaurachandra vistinne premasagare jena majjanti te mahanartha sagare. So Mahaprabhu appeared. So he brought this ocean of prem. Golakaya Premadhan. This prem is only available in Golak. He brought down here this material world. The whole world is now being inundated with this flood. And all Stri, Vruddha, Balaka, Juba, you see. Man, woman, boy, girl, young man, old man, crippled, blind, Shojjon, Durjon, good men, bad men, all that. Do you understand? Drowning themselves in this flood. But one who doesn't drown himself in this Prem Sagar Ocean Prem, definitely is drowning himself in Anartha Sagar. Sagar of Ocean of Anarthas, isn't it? Are you drowning in the ocean of Prem or ocean of Anarthas? What are you doing? Huh? Trying. He is drowning in the ocean of Anarthas. Such unfortunate fellow. Dina evasa. Do you understand? Then he says, Prasarita Mahaprema Piyusa Rasa Sagare Chaitanya Chandre Prakate Je Dina evasa. Do you understand? So Sriman Mahaprabhu appeared in this earth planet and increased this ocean of nectar. Do you understand? Piyusa Mahamruta Sagara. So all are tasting now this nectar. Do you understand? Brahmara Durlava Prema Savakaridat. Even Brahma cannot get it. Now he is distributing it freely, Sriman Mahaprabhu, and allowing everybody to taste this nectar. Do you understand? But one who cannot taste it, what is he? Huh? What is he? One who cannot taste it. Cannot avail this opportunity. He cannot taste this nectar, but Mahaprabhu, out of mercy, this causeless mercy, is giving this nectar everybody to taste. But if someone cannot taste it, then what is he? He is Dina. He is Mudha. He is rascal. He is rascal. Mahamudha. Dina. Do you understand? He is a great rascal. Isn't it? Great unfortunate fellow. Huh? There is no doubt in it. Isn't it? There is no doubt in it. Therefore it is said, Achaitanyamidam visam jadi chaitanyamishwaram na bhajet sarvato mrityurupasyam amarattamai. Prabhupada Saraswati Pad says this thing. Huh? This material world is an illusory world. Mayiko Jagat. Illusory world. Illusion means ignorance, avidya, andhokar, darkness. Isn't it? Huh? All have lost their consciousness, original consciousness, Krishna consciousness, isn't it? They have developed material consciousness, which is not the real consciousness. Original consciousness, real consciousness is Krishna consciousness, isn't it? So this material world is devoid of that consciousness. Real consciousness or Krishna consciousness. So we say, Achaitanyam idam Vishwam. Vishwa or this universe is, what you say, bereft of that consciousness. Krishna consciousness. In other words, is unconscious. Do you understand? The unconsciousness is prevailing here. Yeah? But Srimad Chaitanya Mahaprabhu now, out of causeless mercy, gives you one and all. Gives one and all this opportunity to do his bhajan. Do you understand? Thereby you can develop your original consciousness, Krishna consciousness. Do you understand? And that Chaitanya Chandra, Srimad Mahaprabhu, is also worshipped by all great demigods headed by Lord Brahma and Shiva. What to speak of mere jivas? So, in such circumstances, if someone doesn't do the bhajan of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he is repeatedly, you understand, evolving in this cycle of birth and death, in this world of unconsciousness. Do you understand? So, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is so merciful, adbhuta karunya, wonderfully merciful, wonderfully munificent, wonderfully magnanimous. Do you understand? So, what is the essence of the teachings of Srimad Mahaprabhu? One should understand. What does he teach us? What is the essence of his teachings? Huh? Do you know? Huh? Yes, tell me.
The supreme worshipable object of Krishna, the son of Nanda Maharaj, and his Dham, Vrindavan. Ramya Kant is passing over Devaki, Bhagyan and Yashoda. The love of the gopis, one should worship Krishna in the mood of the gopis.
Oh, yes. That's a fact. There are 10 things in his teachings, 10 items. Do you understand? 10 items. Do you know? What are you doing? Huh? You are inundating or drowning yourself in the ocean of anarthas. But you are not taking the advantage of Mahaprabhu's mercy. Huh? Therefore you cannot don't know this thing. Isn't it, Mathuranath? Ah? You know? Drowning in the ocean of anarthas. So how can you know? All are drowning. Ocean of anarthas. So they don't know. You should note it down. 10 points are there, items are there in Mahaprabhu's teachings. Number 1, how it is said that we have already told this thing, that Vedic proof, Shruti Praman, is the chief proof, Mukhya Praman. You understand? And that Vedic proof or Vedic explanations come down through Guru Parampara, bona fide Guru Parampara. You understand? This is number 1 item. Number 2, Harihi Parama Tattva. Lord Hari, who is Krishna, is supreme truth. You understand? It's number 2. Number 3, that Lord Hari is all-powerful, Sarva Shaktiman, all-powerful. Number 4, Akhila Rasamrita Samudra. That Lord Hari is like an unlimited ocean of mellows. Do you understand? Ocean of mellows. Akhila Rasamrita Samudra. All mellows. Number 5, the jivas are his differentiated parts. Vibhinnansa. Huh? Also, note down. If he will eat, then your belly will be filled, I think. Huh? So you need not eat. Let Mapranatha eat. So your belly will be automatically filled. You need not eat. What do you say? All right? No. Don't say so. You should not done yourself. Oh, he's eating, that's all right. So automatically my belly will be filled up. Is it? Then? Why are you becoming so lazy? Don't be lazy. Be up and doing, active. How can you get the mercy of Mahaprabhu? Huh? How can you get the mercy of Mahaprabhu? So number 5 is the jivas are his differentiated parts, Vibhin answer. Number 6, the jivas are marginal energy. You understand? Tatastha Shakti. So, they become conditioned. Do you understand? Prakruti Kabalita. They come under the clutches of Maya. At the same time, also, number 7, they can also remain under superior energy or remain as liberated souls. In other words, we may say, they may also come out from the clutches of Maya or material nature. Do you understand? Become liberated. This is number 7. Do you understand? Number 8, this all cosmic manifestation or material universe or material world is simultaneously one and different from Lord Hari. You understand? Bheda or Bheda, simultaneously. Number 9, Shuddha Bhakti Jiva Sadhana. Pure devotional service, Shuddha Bhakti, pure devotion, is the only sadhana of Jiva. Number 10, Shuddha Krishna Priti Jiva Sadhya. And pure Krishna Prem is the Sadhya Vastu, is Jiva's Sadhya Vastu. That means the ultimate goal, ultimate attainment. Do you understand? Is sadhya. These are 10 items. You understand? These are the essence of the teachings of Sriman Mahaprabhu. You understand? This is the essence of all teachings of Sriman Mahaprabhu. Sriman Mahaprabhu wonderfully merciful. Therefore, He taught us in such a language that all can understand. All can understand according to one's own, what do you say, qualification or one's merit or according to one's unfoldment of consciousness. In other words, I may say like that. Isn't it? Many times I have told you there are 5 levels of consciousness. Abruta Chetana, covered consciousness. Sankuchita Chetana, shrunken consciousness. Mukulita Chetana, budding consciousness. Vikachita Chetana, blossoming consciousness. Purna Vikachita Chetana, completely blossoming consciousness. 5 levels of consciousness. So all jivas come under these 5 levels of consciousness. So according to one's consciousness, he can get it. What Mahaprabhu is teaching. Mahaprabhu taught in such a way, such a merciful way. So all can get it according to their unfoldment of consciousness, level of consciousness. Therefore, even this trees, the mountains, the beasts, the birds, the animals, those who come under this covered consciousness and shrunken consciousness, they also get. They also get. You understand? So Mahaprabhu is so merciful. And he taught us in such a way, he gave his teachings in such a way that all can get it. Nobody is accepted. That is what we say. The human being can get, demigod can get, a beast can get, a tree can get, a creeper can get. You understand? An animate object can get, and an inanimate object also can get. Even a hard block of stone also melted. So nobody is accepted. Nothing is accepted. So merciful. He gave his teaching in such a way. Do you understand? In whatever situation, in whatever level of consciousness one is, he gets it. Do you understand? So merciful. Has anybody shown such mercy? No. So he is so merciful. Therefore, Advaita Karanya, wonderfully merciful. Wonderfully merciful. Srimad Mahaprabhu. Because Mahaprabhu gave the chance to one and all to serve the Supreme Lord. Do you understand? Because all are his servants. All are his servants. Beast is his servant, bird is servant, tree is servant, creeper is servant, animate object is his servant, and inanimate object also is servant. Everything can serve it. Whatever position, in whatever level of consciousness one is, should serve Krishna. And he gives us an opportunity. How merciful is he? You can think of. Huh? How merciful is he? So all when Mahaprabhu was here and giving his teachings, doing Sankirtan, all get that good fortune. All got that good fortune to take part in it. The human beings, the birds, the bees, the worms, the insects, even the stones also. All got the opportunity to take part in it. It's so merciful. So unless one gets the mercy of Srimad Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he cannot understand this Veda or Vedic Tattva. So now as a supreme authority, Sriman Mahaprabhu is explaining Vedanta Sutra in a bona fide way, establishing the Mukhyartha and condemning the Gaunartha, or imaginative philosophy of Shankaracharya. Thereby, he is showering his mercy on them. Says, Mayavadis, those who are Krishna Paradhi, those who are great offenders, the lotus feet of Krishna. You understand? So, they got the mercy of Mahaprabhu, so they could understand what Mahaprabhu is saying is correct. Therefore they say. Therefore he said, what he said? Ei mata pradisutre sadartha thariya gunartha raksha kare kalpana. Pradisutre karendu sansuni chamatkara hoila sannyasira gana. All the sannyasis become amazed. Sakal sannyasi kahe suna srivat, subhija khandila artha ena vipa. Hello? This is not quarreling with, you are not quarreling with us, he said. They accepted. It's not vivada, it's not quarreling. You defeat our explanations. This is not quarreling. We accept it nicely. What you say is correct. They could understand it. Acharya kalpitarthaya savedani. And we know it. Acharya means Shankaracharya's philosophy is imaginative, concocted. It's not true. We know it. But sampradaya anrodhe bhavutaman. But we have entered into that sampradaya. Therefore we have accepted. But we know this is not correct. What you say is correct. And we accept it. This is Mahaprabhu's mercy. Now they can understand. Because they got the mercy of Mahaprabhu. As long as they have not got the mercy of Mahaprabhu, they cannot understand. When they got Mahaprabhu's mercy, they understood. And they admitted their defects. This is Mahaprabhu's mercy. Thank you.
Yes.